Morning everyone, Paul Duncan here with GammaEdge. It is Tuesday, the 29th of March. Let's get started. When we take a look at the overall index in the ETFs associated with indexes, what we get is actually a bullish picture. We had a significant amount of call gamma associated with the SPX yesterday that added to the complex. You can tell with the red wing significantly below the green wing that we are in a positive gamma condition. Look for decreased volatility. On the SPY, we're looking more or less the same thing. We didn't have much of a change here in the negative gamma, overall cumulative negative gamma. But here on the positive side, we did see another significant increase. Relative numbers about 120,000 here to 140,000. Don't worry about the units for the discussion. The fact that we have the call side increasing shows that puts calls are being added to the complex. For that reason, the SPX, SPY, we're going to color those green. When we take a look at the Qs and the IWM, real significant jump here in the Qs. Again, relative numbers 45,000 or so, now upwards towards 60,000. We actually saw a decrease also in the put cumulative GEX or negative cumulative GEX here, and that's a significant thing. Qs have been lagging. Technology obviously is taking off now, and you can see we're almost at parity here. This is actually a great time to catch the Qs when they start crossing parity there. IWM still a little bit slower. We saw the put side actually come up, so net cumulative negative gamma here actually increasing. We had a small increase in the call side, which is a little ominous, but nevertheless we're going to color the entire picture green and say look for some opportunities there. When we take a look at the 1 DTE, fairly important that everything here is net positive. You can tell by the slope of the green line that we have a dominance on the positive cumulative GEX. When we take a look here, you can see we're still not above where these key levels are in terms of the spot price. So 4,600 is a key target for the SPX. You can see we are above in the SPY. We are above that 45.55 level for expiry. That means everything below this on the call side is in the money, and we might see some monetization there, which would put some downside pressure here. For the Qs, we're below this. You can see that right here. So, you know, what is that, 368 or so we would like to see, or 367, excuse me. We would like to see price get above there. If we see that, we could actually, all this would be in the money, and we would see some monetization there too, which could put some downside pressure and offer a re-entry area. And on the IWM, long way to go here, right? So we've got to get up to about 209 and higher. But nevertheless, you can see overall for tomorrow, we've got a net positive expiry. So we'll want to take a close look at that and play those levels as necessary. When we take a look at the market model via the cumulative tick, still breadth is really, really poor. When we see a negative difference here, that just is not constructive to an upward market. A lot of stocks are still hitting their 52-week new lows, so we don't have full participation across the market. We had some selling right after or into the European close, and then we picked up in the afternoon and reversed it, and it was a fairly strong pickup, as you can tell here. You can also see, though, that the SPX, which took off from about this point, did not get the participation from the institutions. We think that's fairly important, but nevertheless, end of day, last hour and a half or so, you can see that full participation occurred on both sides. We are above, the cumulative tick is above the historical moving average ribbon. When we see that, that is bullish. We're expanding. We're about to get an inversion in a day or two if the trend continues, which would be a full-on bullish signal. So we'll just have to see how things go here. But overall, we're going to color this green with a yellow light. We are getting a little bit extended here without a pullback. It'd be nice to dip a little bit and then take back off, let some of these gains digest. When we take a look at the ES, we're mixed, but nevertheless, we're above the zeros, and when we're above these zeros, we combined with the falling VIX, it's good. So The mixture comes from the fact that we did have POI, the put open interest, actually move up. We see that as the market advances, we do see the puts moving up with that, so that if the market does fall, people can take advantage of that. This is normal behavior, but it does show when we start seeing that move within 5 to 7 days, we typically do see some form of a pullback, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. But as long as we remain above the zeros, I think we're safe and we're in good shape. So I think the dips can be bought. When we take a look at the combo, and when I say combo, we're looking at the AM and the PM settled. We're above the zeros. We're full bullish on. There's really nothing here to look at on the negative side. So stay above 44.60, which I don't think will be any problem, as you'll see. Vol, we did see some increase in volatility yesterday, not as measured by the VIX, but as the range of the VIX. You can see yesterday showing quite a bigger range. We were looking to get into a spread, but it pulled back fairly quickly and collapsed for the remainder of the day. And then this morning, the action is down. It's continued on the bullish side for the long positions. So as long as this is in a downtrend, I would say continue with the bullish picture. But again, because we did see an increase in vol, we are going to throw a yellow light on here on top of the green. When we take a look at the expiration, green across the board. What this means is that we have net positive gamma for each of the expiries. The gamma impact on the JPM long, which is on 331, has been neutralized. It's gone. We're not going to see a large pinning area down here. I don't think it's going to be relevant. The roll might be relevant, but the actual impact of those long puts, 43,000 long puts that JPM has there, I don't think is going to be a influencer into the expiry on 331. Taking a look at the net GEX by strike, this is for the combo, again AM plus PM settled. Here's those JPM long puts and the copycat sitting up here at 45.20. You're sitting right here at 45.75, and you can see we've got this large amount of positive gamma sitting out here at 4600, and we calculate the zero here. So as long as we remain above this, and again, I don't think this is going to be much of anything for the expiry, I think we're safe. Finally, when we take a look at the overall status, a significant increase in the positive gamma condition from yesterday. So a lot of calls being added to the structure, adding to the overall positive gamma exposure for the system. That being said, 4,600 is going to be a significant level to get above and stay above. We definitely want to see that, but you can see the deltas are all positive. Gammas don't really start kicking in until we get down here in that JPM area. And again, remember, this goes away on 331, and we're going to be in a net positive condition from that. So the key levels, I'd like to see us get above 4,600 and stay there, because once this goes away, we lose a lot of downside support and a zero that's sitting in here. And the fact that that's going to happen could open up the door to moving lower and some consolidation. We'll just have to wait and see. The last line in the sand here is this 45.50 and 45.75, which is where we were yesterday. No surprise that we closed there. You can see by the delta levels, fairly significant delta level at 45.50. I would like to see us move up on the positive side here and really take that 4,600 with gusto by the end of the quarter, but we'll just have to see. So that's it for today. If you liked what you have seen, please join us at www.GammaEdge.us. That'll take you to a sign-up page where you'll have access to our Discord for 14 days, all tools turned on. Great group of folks there, lot to learn. We've got all experience levels and welcome new faces all the time. Follow us on Twitter at GammaEdges with an S, and of course you're watching this off YouTube, so if you liked the content, please hit the like button and subscribe so that we can move up in the search engines. Make it a great Tuesday, everyone. Thanks.